Welcome to Moving Forward and welcome back from winter break finally. I'm Diane Williamson. This week our teacher feature is about Doug Elmore, who's been the orchestra director at Floyd Central for 27 years. During his tenure, his orchestra has performed at the Indiana State Finals for 24 consecutive years, which is a record, winning the state championship in 1995 and runner-up in 96 and 98. The orchestra has also performed at the Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts in New York twice. Over the winter break, it was announced that Doug was selected as the 2014 High School Orchestra Teacher of the Year by the Indiana chapter of the American String Teachers Association. We had a chance to talk with Doug earlier this week about his career at New Albany Floyd County Schools.
Without putting too fine a point on it, I started out doing exactly what I'm doing now. I was hired in the fall of 1986 as the orchestra director at what was then Floyd Central Junior/Senior High School. And so I taught all the students grades 7 through 12 in that building, because back then it was the same building. And I traveled out to Galena Elementary School and Georgetown Elementary School. The time passed and the program evolved. They opened a new middle school. And so at that point I became purely high school and middle school, because we opened it out to 6th graders and then to 5th graders. So at this point in time, the job involves teaching 6 different orchestras, grades 5 through 12.
I asked Doug how he inspires his students.
There's a piano player in Louisville named Harold Pickens, who's a fantastic jazz piano player, and he said if you teach from your passion, you are always going to pull people in, because they'll be drawn to the passion and not just what you're talking about. And I basically start each beginner session with, this is the coolest thing in the world, how can anybody not like this? And a lot of kids are attracted to it and seem to enjoy playing it, and they stay attracted to it through their school careers. The first principal, no, that's not true. The first assistant principal that was sort of my superior was a guy named John Marsh, who people who have been around the school corporation will remember that name. And he said 2 things to me that were really powerful. And one of them was, remember, you're not teaching music, you're teaching kids. And then he was talking about music at some point when he was giving a presentation, and he said, music, I think, is one of the things that makes us more fully human. And by digging deep into music and deep into the arts, that increases our humanity.
So how does Doug plan to keep raising the bar for his students?
I ask myself that question from time to time. I think what we can do at this point in time is we can continue to refine the vision for what does it mean to be a really outstanding high school string program and an outstanding high school orchestra program. I think we can make inroads into alternative styles of music, jazz, bluegrass, fiddling, Celtic music. I think we can do more with community outreach, with getting our kids out playing for parts of the community that, the sentence I never want to hear again in my life, and I know I'll hear it, but I'm still going to work to eradicate it, is, oh, they have an orchestra at Floyd Central? I didn't know that. I would love to never hear that again. So that's one of my personal goals, is to get it to where it's a common and well-known fact that there's a really good string program here.
There are really good career programs at Prosser Career Center, and if you want to know more about them, you should attend their open house next Thursday, January 16th, from 5:30 to 7:30. You can learn about Prosser's 25 career opportunities ranging from criminal justice, aircraft operations, pharmacy, architectural drafting to healthcare. For more information, call 542-8508. We are always looking for good stories to tell, so if you have one, please share it with us. And you can stay up to date by checking out our website, liking us on Facebook, and following us on Twitter. I'm Diane Williamson. We'll see you next week on Moving Forward.